Okay, doing an update video on the plants, but here's Raichu enjoying the day outside. Okay, so the papaya lost its bottom leaves from the freeze, but the top growth didn't get attacked. Still has fruit on it. This is a male tree, and it only lost its bottom leaves. That one fell over with fruit. So, cold damage. Sugar Bell Mandarin, obviously fine. Most of the citrus looked like it did okay. Doesn't look like any of the pineapples died. Starfruit didn't die. 2 years ago, it died to the ground. So not a bad freeze. Everything else seemed to go all good. So this was an indicator. This died back 2 years ago from a freeze. That is a Jabuticaba. Miracle Fruit has a little bit of bad luck. This is a cherry of the Rio Grande, and I think that's actually from drought stress versus cold, but that could be cold too, potentially. So here's the ones that definitely have cold damages. The Canistel right there has cold damage. The Cold Hearted V avocados, no cold damage. Cassia leaves got burnt. And then one of the jackfruits died. So the Cochin jackfruit didn't die. The grafter, so here, if I can get in here, it's kind of hard. Here's an interesting take. See, I don't know what my dad moved, but this is a seedling jackfruit, and this is a Cochin jackfruit and a Cochin jackfruit. No problems. Mulberry's just waking up right now. Okay, let's see. So that's that area. Bananas, leaves got some burnt. Here's like moringa, burnt. Some of the avocados back here in the understory are all fine. No cold damage on any of these in the understory. So looking like nothing there. Moringa did not die, so it didn't get too cold. Chico's Sapote, Sapodilla. It looks like a little damage, but mostly fine. This one's fine. So these guys can handle a little bit of freeze. Okay, bananas, kind of toasted. Up top, this is a Juicera. So Juicera did okay. The palms didn't die. That's good to know. Bananas toasted at the very tips too. So, sorry, I haven't taken a video in a while. White Sapote, that might be cold damage, I'm not sure. More issues with the bananas. This White Sapote has new leaves, so no cold damage on the White Sapote. Obviously nothing on the Feijoa. These papayas, just lower leaf damage. Right now, the nectarine's getting pollinated. I'll get this on video, so I'm gonna strip these top leaves off, full dormancy. But it's never went fully dormant. Even the top leaves stayed, and it's flowering right now. This is the beginning of February, first week of February. Jujubee's not waking up yet. This one got kind of toasted. Mulberry's just starting to wake up. This is a dwarf mulberry. Orange tree fine. Looks like no cold damage on the, I don't know. Doesn't look like I got a good fruit set this year, but this is the Nispero / Loquat. And the orange tree is hanging on to some last of its fruit. So that's the cold damage report. Here's one papaya lost all of its leaves. And I think that's it. I think there's some papaya planted over here. So no cold damage there on the papaya. So good to know. Seeing what gets cold or not. So papaya there did fine. So they're kind of like the test species because they'll defoliate in a freeze and get pretty beat up. The ones in my house are real beat up. And these ones are better. So definitely my parents' yard doesn't have as much wind. So it does better in the freeze. Edelberry never went to sleep. But that's the cold damage report. Ispero, Chico Sapote, fine. Some jackfruit, seedling jackfruit got hurt, but not the grafted jackfruit. So Cochin might have a little more cold tolerance. Just, I don't know if that's why, but if you look at the other jackfruit, clearly huge damage, and the Cochin, nothing. And Canistel, a little damage. Cold Harvey avocados, nothing. The only other real cold damage was, that's about it. Just jackfruit, Canistel, which, and this one's surprising that it had not much. I don't think it takes nutrients up too well, though, in the winter time. But it looks better than it did last winter. And, okay, cold damage report. Juicera did okay. Sapodilla did okay. White sapotes did okay. And that's kind of what I'm testing. And I'll do one from the house. The cold damage report from my house. This is my parents' house. So, see, this had a little cold damage. So, yeah. A little cold damage. So these might not be a good candidate in the long term, because you don't, if the growing bud dies, then a palm can die. So anyways, a little on the Juicera, but these are also little babies. So okay.